Hello there everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have an interesting video. We are doing an anti-haul. So if that sounds like something that you might be interested in, then please keep watching. Alright, so I want to preface this video by saying the products or people that I mentioned in this video, I do not hate them for any reason. I'm not meaning to throw shade. I don't want you guys out there to take this video as me hating on anyone, and also don't spread hate to any of these people or brands that I mentioned. That is not the purpose of these videos. The purpose of this video is just mainly to share my experience with you guys. And there are a lot of products coming out recently, especially towards the end of the year. A lot of brands come out with a whole lot of stuff. And to be honest, there's stuff that I'm just not interested in. And that's not, you know, an issue. That's not a big deal. Obviously, there are things in the world that not everyone is gonna love, so don't take anything I say to heart. Take everything I say with a grain of salt, please. And obviously, just because I'm not interested in these things or I don't like these things doesn't mean that you feel the same way. You might be totally interested in all these products and I am not. But basically, this is just gonna be an anti-haul video, which if you haven't seen, usually these sort of videos talk about products and brands or things in general that they just don't like or they won't purchase, or brands that they have shut off completely. Whereas me necessarily for this video, I don't plan on talking about brands specifically that I cut off because I don't like to burn bridges, I feel. So I don't like to necessarily say that I am cutting off a brand 100%. At least I don't like to put that out there on the internet. Of course, things that I purchase on my own, I do take into consideration the brand and who I'm supporting. So that just goes for my personal decision as far as who I purchase from, what brands I purchase from. But it's not necessarily something that I like to throw out there into the universe, onto the internet, because it's not my type of thing to do, to cut someone off completely like that. And I don't really think that it's necessary to burn bridges by throwing out someone's name on the internet as someone that I don't support 100%. So that's just something that I will keep personal. So for my video today, I'm mainly going to be talking about product launches that I'm just not that excited about, product launches that I don't see myself purchasing, and products that I just don't think are worth it, and I thought it would be interesting to share it with you all. In case you all agree with me, we can have a decent and appropriate conversation and respectful conversation in the comment section about products. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the first thing. So most of the things that I have screenshotted here, I'm going to try to include in the video, but most of them have been screenshot from Trendmood. A couple of them are not from Trendmood, but majority of them are. So first thing I have is not a new product. It actually seems to be a restocked product of Supreme x Pat McGrath Labs. So Pat McGrath is a super luxe brand, and they have a line of Supreme lipsticks. The reason why I don't see myself purchasing this, whereas, I mean, I have to admit that the packaging is really cute. The packaging is super beautiful, but I just don't see myself paying $38 for a super matte red lipstick. I mean, I feel like $38 is insane for a lipstick. I just don't see myself purchasing it. I think that it's more of like a gimmick type product. I know you guys don't come at me for this, but I feel like it's super gimmicky to have some lipstick that is Supreme and just have all the Supreme packaging on it and not Supreme red. I just think like it sounds super gimmicky for a red lipstick that you can get a really good red lipstick for a lot less than $38. So it's just not something I see myself personally purchasing, just for that fact that it's just a red lipstick and it's $38. I don't see myself going that far. Next product I want to mention is a new facial spray by Drunk Elephant, and it's the Sweet Biome Fermented Sake Spray. And I just think that this is another gimmicky product because why do we need sake in our skincare? I don't understand the concept of marketing sake in skincare. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing that right. It might be sake, I say sake. So I don't see what the point of introducing sake into the product is. At least on Trend Mood's page, when it describes the product, it says replenishes a healthy microbiome, restores the skin's acid mantle, promotes collagen production with a combination of vital amino acids and fatty acids, electrolytes, prebiotics, probiotics, natural minerals, and ceramides. So I don't feel like any of that goes into play with sake. What does sake have to do with anything here? I do think that it's nice that it has fatty acids and ceramides because those can be really beneficial to the skin. And the fact that it says it restores the skin's acid mantle, that sounds really good. I mean, it sounds like something that can benefit someone, but what does it have to do with sake? I just feel like this is just so gimmicky. Sorry, that's what I feel. I feel like this is extremely gimmicky. Why do I want sake? I don't even think sake smells that good. Someone explain to me what the point of it is. I might understand. If someone out there, a biochemist or just a genius, can explain to me what does sake do to your skin. Alright, so next product I want to mention is this KKW palette. This is a crystallized eyeshadow palette, and apparently it's coming out it's come out recently for the end of the year, and it's a palette of 10 warm and cool shades with buttery smooth mattes and shimmery metallics. And this retails for $45. The reason why I don't see myself purchasing this is because it's not revolutionary to me. You know, with this mode that we're in with beauty, you really have to be innovative and you really have to put something out there that's different and wowing and crazy different. And I just feel like this palette itself is something that I've seen a million times. I probably have 5 of these palettes that have similar shades or identical shades to that in my collection right now. So I don't see myself purchasing it just because to me it's boring. There's nothing interesting about it. I mean, I don't know the quality of their products because I've never tried KKW eyeshadows, but I feel like eyeshadow is something that is not extremely revolutionary. There are a lot of great eyeshadow palettes out there, and to me, this palette just doesn't have anything interesting or new or innovative, and it's just sort of your typical neutrals palette that we all have 10 of, right? So I just don't see myself purchasing this. Next product I want to mention is the Dragon Beauty palette. Apparently this is eyeshadow palette that she has. Apparently she's coming out with 2 eyeshadow palettes. The volume 1 and volume 2. These both retail for $30. I don't see myself purchasing these just because, again, they look like stuff that I already have in my collection. And to be honest, they are 5 eyeshadows for $30. Each pan comes out to around $6 each eyeshadow, which is pretty high in price for a palette. Usually, you know, it's not typical for you to pay $6 per pan. There's only 5 eyeshadows in a $30 palette. I don't think that that's worth it. Aside from the fact that these eyeshadows, again, are nothing revolutionary. They're already stuff that I already have. The first one is basically neutrals with a random purple in it, and then the other one is 2 neutrals and 3 crazy shades that are also not that crazy because it's just blue and green and black. Black is not really that crazy. Blue and green, I guess, are different. Not really worth it to me if just 2 eyeshadows are different than what I would typically have. I don't think that I see myself purchasing this palette just because of that. I feel like nothing crazy, nothing revolutionary, and just $6 per pan seems like a lot to me. So I don't see myself purchasing this launch. Next, I want to mention the Milani Cosmetics primer collection that they have, and it's brand new. I know that Milani is pretty inexpensive, so I don't want to tell you guys that I'm just hating on it because it's a cheap brand and you should buy luxury. You guys know, if you see my videos, that I use a mixture of both. I don't really have a preference on drugstore or not. So I'm not just talking about Milani because they're a cheaper brand. I'm just talking about product launches and why I don't see myself purchasing them. So as far as for this one from Milani, there are 5 primers coming out. And the reason why I don't see myself typically purchasing this is because the ingredients that they use in them, or that they use to promote them, is really strange to me. For example, the Chill Out Primer says has wild oat and marshmallow root extract and ceramides. So I understand ceramides are nice. I know that oat is good for soothing, so that would help, but what is marshmallow root extract gonna do for my face? Is this a primer or is it a skincare? I don't really see the point of that. So then the Bright Side Primer, which is supposed to be illuminating, has vitamin C, provitamin B5, and jojoba oil, which those 2 products, vitamin C and B5, are really great for brightening the skin. But again, it's a primer, not skincare. Why are you... I mean, that's fine if you want to do like a hybrid between skincare and makeup, but then just say that it's a hybrid. Don't just promote it as makeup primers. But then also, the issue that I have is jojoba oil in that one. I don't want oils on my skin before my makeup because that's just gonna break down my makeup, and so I think that the jojoba oil in that primer is useless. Then you have the SPF BFF primer, which has SPF 30, vitamin E, and glycerin. The problem that I have with this is that your SPF should not be something that's going under products. Typically, if you put your SPF under a product, it's going to dilute it. So there's really no point in having an SPF primer. If you put on your SPF in the morning like you're supposed to after your skincare and it sinks into the skin, then you have the benefit and you can put your makeup on top. But a primer that you're going right under your foundation with, SPF is just, it's not going to do anything for you. The Skin Quench is alright, hyaluronic acid, coconut water, pretty basic hydrating primer. No Pore Zone, which is mattifying, has lily and bamboo extracts, which again, I've never heard of having any benefits for me. I don't like lily because lily is a fragrance, so not something that I would go for either. So I'm just not interested in those primers. As well, with the ingredients that they promote as being innovative, it just seems kind of far-fetched and kind of like a stretch. And you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not shading, I'm not hating on anyone, so just want to throw that out there. Obviously, you guys don't have to agree with me, and these are just my opinions, not any facts or anything, just my opinions. And if you guys want to share in a decent conversation with me, then please comment down below your opinions on my thoughts here, and we'll talk about it and have a conversation. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to see more of me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.